Sponsored by Aglea? Oh, thanks, Aglea. Okay.
神々よ、ご覧ください。オンパロスは勝利を収め、再創期が間もなく訪れます。
I'm not reading the subtitles.
しかし、本当にそうでしょうか。
最近、エルシオンの景色がまぶたの裏をよぎるんだ。
最後の一人になったとしても、再創生の偉業を成し遂げてください。
新世界は必ず訪れる。
What the hell?
黎明を灯す。星々を燃やし尽くす。諸行をもたらそう。
Yo.
第一回キノコに聖杯戦争開幕。
と、あなたが私のマスターか。
Wait, we got Gene!
燃えたて、騎士の魂よ。
Did I actually watch enough of Fate to know Saber?
もう少し手応えがあると思ったね。
But I don't know Archer yet because I didn't watch that one. But Saber was another one I watched.
逃げ場はない。
あらゆる邪悪を打ち滅ぼせ。セイバー。
汝は開白の黎明が訪れるまで灼熱の太陽を背負い続ける。
死者を花から呼び出して殺し合わせて勝者が全てを手に入れる。
行かなくちゃいけない。背負わないといけないんだ。
キノコ人の伝説はあれど英雄はいないと。
お任せを。
私見ました。壊滅。
Are we full in Penacony?
宝石の余震をもって来世に暁を。
Why does he look like that? Yo. Okay, bro. Okay, where did his clothes go?
Welcome to the version 3.4 for The Sun is Set to Die special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
It's a bit quiet.
Rebooting really does solve all problems.
I have been looking forward to this special program more than anything else. The way the story in the last version left off had my heart racing.
The burning sky and the fall of dawn. Akuma was the last place under Kefali's protection, but now it has also sunk into Evernight.
Yeah,
all of
that
our
sucks.
Chrysosair companions did everything in their power to
That
buy
sucks,
precious
bro.
time for the Trailblazer and Phainon, so they could return the very last core flame to the vortex of Genesis.
You guys are having spoiled? I'm not listening. I'm just looking at Phainon's hair, bro.
To the path
We combine this information with what
Dude, can
we
he
know
stop
about the
looking down on me?
relationship
What
between
is
the
Phainon
Scepter
doing?
and Path.
Can't wait. We will do 3.4 story. Every other quest before as well. We're almost there.
Of our friends'
The
stories.
fuck is Columbina?
Story dialogue can now be skipped by section with plot summaries and the main characters that appeared in each section.
Hey, we're back, baby! Lore skipper. I'm not a lore
based on
skipper,
your own
but it's good to have the option.
In
Maybe
version
oh shit.
3.6,
Maybe it's like a quest you're not. You know. It's good to have the
story
option.
as
It
you
is,
move
bro.
into
I won't
version
use it, but it's
3.4,
good for people
we
like
shall
maybe it's
take
your
the
alt
final
account.
step
Maybe you don't care too much
together.
about, you know.
And the myriad Celestia that Mr. Shao Ji hinted at in the version 3.2
Yo, what the
preview
fuck?
is finally going live
Nanook?
soon.
Oh, you mean what's happening beyond the sky? Is it also related to Amphorius and Era Nova?
We'll have to keep it a secret for now. Meanwhile, we'll be releasing an
Is
animated
that Baby
short.
Phainon?
This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.4.
Okay. No.
Can't spill too much here, but I can give you a little teaser. This
Okay.
short will come with its own original theme song. So don't miss
That's
it.
hype.
Awesome. Nice.
I can't wait to dive into the new story already.
Next, why don't we turn our attention to our good friend Phainon and take a look at his story together.
Should I be pronouncing him Phainon? Then I lose my whimsy. My joie de vivre. Bro. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, this is necessary, bro. Yeah, you have to do this to clear those enemies. Dude, what the fuck? Why is his sword so big? They just explode a planet.
What
Wait,
in the
he's kinda
world
sick.
happened to Phainon to make him change this much?
This is nothing like the warm, sunny person we all know. Now he seems
This form,
strange and
is he not giving like Sunday vibes here?
Oh.
Maybe it's just the color
you
palette. I guess he has like the
elaborate?
halo and shit. Now he
I
is.
remember when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Phainon was one of the first Chrysosairs to genuinely welcome them. And when danger came knocking, he always had our backs.
But behind that kindness and reliability, Phainon carries the expectations of many. He is the deliverer chosen by the prophecy.
I didn't expect him
and
to like
Aglaya's
actually be
handpicked
cool.
successor
No
of the
disrespect.
flame
No,
chase
I thought he was just like a loser. Like not in a
Aglaya
mean
even
way.
used her
I like
own
loser
death
characters.
to
I
set him
thought he
up
was gonna be
for
a loser.
success
But then he
by making the Council of Elders the focus of criticism, and allowing Phainon to step up and rally the people.
Yeah, all of us have high hopes for him. Some even call him the deliverer of Amphorius. Even Cypher, who barely ever showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
Little
It's as if
deliverer
everyone
boy.
just
What?
assumes
Boy?
that he'll be a
Boy, bro.
savior.
Now I'm curious.
So I'm not even
What was Phainon
wrong.
like before he joined the flame chase journey? Was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Before the flame chase journey, guess we've got to go back to my hometown, Ides Elysiae. It was a small, remote village.
Okay.
Nothing flashy, but far away from the chaos.
Ooh, sounds like a real peaceful place.
It was.
This actually looks.
And even though the village was
Cool.
small,
Looks-
everyone got along really well.
Dare I say?
There were also beautiful
UA
rivers,
adjacent?
mountains.
Okay, not any.
and
Well,
even a
still
forest.
actually.
That forest was home to all kinds of little fairies. When I was little, I'd go exploring the woods and visit those cute fairies. When I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my friends by the sea. We pretended to be
Surreal. I
heroes
was thinking
from
Crimson
the old
Witch Domain.
stories and practiced our
I guess-
swordsmanship. When we got tired, we went to lie down in the wheat fields until we got called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance crisis stuff? Seems like a complete paradise.
The wheat fields look gorgeous too. Lying there surrounded by golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
Looks cool.
And guess what?
They're back to aura farming.
You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get to explore Ides Elysiae alongside the Trailblazer. Learn about
Okay.
Phainon's past, how he became a warrior, joined the flame chase, and grew into the person he is today.
Can't wait!
Yeah.
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes.
I'll first show up in the familiar
I'll show
form
up.
everyone knows.
Okay.
When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. The use of my skill also grants
That's like
me
Blade.
core flames.
Dude, Blade paved the
Once
way.
I've collected enough of them, I can activate my ultimate.
Phainon can also gain core flames when he's selected as a target by a teammate or enemy ability.
Sparkle buff.
If he is the target of a teammate's ability.
Okay.
When I use my ultimate, I'll create a territory and transform.
Wait, this looks
Or
really
he
cool.
faces The enemy head
Like
on
no
with
glaze, no
newfound
bias. Well, a bit of
strength.
bias.
No worries.
Dude, what the
All
fuck is
talents
happening?
And buffs from Phainon's teammates still stay active to provide him with much needed support.
Okay.
Exactly. After using the core flames to transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans: Creation, Calamity, and Foundation.
Creation.
Each
Okay.
with
Yeah.
a brand
Please
new
add-
ability.
Care to elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power of the Creation Titans, I can deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. Calling upon the power of the Calamity Titans, I'll enter a special state called Soul Scorch. In this state, I'll force all enemies to immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch stack. Once all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to all enemies and then unleashing multiple instances of damage on one random enemy.
Heads up. The more Soul Scorch stacks he's got, the stronger that counterattack hits.
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge
Why are the
charge
enemies
to
not
deal
dying?
bounce damage. If I've maxed out the consumable Scourge charge, I also slam all enemies with
What the
extra
fuck?
damage.
Once all his actions have been used up, Phainon will unleash one final blow, hitting all enemies before removing the territory. Phainon's technique is pretty
Imagine
unique,
dropping
too.
a planet on
Upon
someone and
casting
they take like
Phainon
4
instantly
damage.
strikes all enemies in a certain radius. If they're normal enemies, they're immediately wiped
Wait,
out
Acheron
without
power
even
creep.
triggering a battle.
Wait,
Cool.
all enemies? That's nuts.
Of course, power comes with a cost. This technique consumes 2 technique points.
Oh, it costs.
If
what?
the technique
Well, he has
misses,
8.
it won't cost any points. Plus, when Phainon's in the team, the
Okay.
technique point cap goes up by 3.
When I use my technique to enter combat, I'll also regenerate energy for my teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain
Wait,
Scourge.
energy for everyone is insane, by the way.
Oh, I see.
All right.
Okay.
In version 3.4, Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and King Liu are all getting
Blade
some
is back,
serious
baby!
enhancements.
Blade is back! Show me Blade, please.
Mr. Albert,
Let's start with Silverwolf. After the optimizations, her
AoE?
ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies in
Hey, Pila did that in 1.0. Sorry.
oh, so it's AoE
Sorry,
now,
loser.
not single target.
Exactly.
That's good, though. Just,
Meanwhile,
that probably makes it a lot
she'll
better.
prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineup. On top of that,
Okay, lineup order
Silverwolf will
matters.
generate extra energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier to apply the weakness we actually want.
No Jiao Cho. It will. It might.
Kafka. After the buffs, Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT on enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack,
Okay.
Kafka will
Detonates?
launch a follow-up
Never mind.
attack.
Okay.
After unlocking certain traces, the follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy. And using her ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up
Dot
attacks,
is back,
better
baby!
efficiency
Dot
applying
is-
debuffs, and an overall boost to DOT output.
Yeah, for sure.
And now for Blade. After the update, he will deal damage to enemies based on his max HP. When Blade
Wait, did they
enters
remove
the
the attack
Hellscape state,
scaling?
he's more likely to be attacked, and his follow-up attacks will regenerate extra energy.
Sounds like Blade can trigger more follow-ups and use his ultimate more often, meaning his total damage output's gonna
So-
spike.
Good observation.
HP scaling and more likely to be
A change
attacked.
will happen to Jing Liu as well.
Is that-
Now she'll deal damage to enemies
Yeah, he had
based
attack
on
scaling.
her
Was-
max HP. Each time a teammate loses HP, Jing Liu stacks extra crit damage. After
Oh.
she enters the spectral transmigration state, she'll also gain a stack of syzygy. That
SZA?
means the spectral transmigration state lasts longer, and her overall damage output climbs even higher.
Okay, that's good.
accordingly.
Our
Crit
old
damage?
friends sure are getting some solid upgrades. But with all these ability
stacks, I guess.
reworks, won't their Eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the
Wait,
revamped
wait,
kits.
that's huge. Damage
Sure,
taken by
everything
20?
stays in
Although I don't really care about Eidolons,
What
but
if someone wants to stick with their previous version
What is that
of
blade
their
ratio?
abilities?
That won't be a problem. You can switch between our friends' ability
Did anyone
modes
see that?
freely.
It was like
So choose
90,
whichever
70.
version you like best. For more
Yo.
details, be sure to keep an eye out.
Ah,
A new
look at that.
wait, Firefly's getting an
Ooh,
outfit?
let's take a look at the video clip first.
Oh fuck, it's actually a good outfit. No, it
With her
isn't?
school uniform on, Firefly looks more youthful than ever.
Okay, never mind, it
And that
isn't.
Firefly-shaped brooch on her
When they said
chest.
she looks more
I can
youthful
tell
than
she
ever,
put
you
a lot
lost
of
me.
thought into
For that
picking it
reason,
out.
I'm out.
Maybe she even asked for fashion
sorry.
advice
It's
from
not
her
bad,
fellow
though. It's
Stellon
really-
hunters.
Can we get the sparkle outfit where she's like, with like her glasses and stuff?
Let's
No.
take a look at this version's banners.
Yo, what
In
the
version
fuck is
3.4's First
this?
half warp event, Trailblazers can
Wait,
acquire
wait,
the
I
limited
need that.
5-star character Phainon, and the limited 5-star light cone thus burns the dawn.
Oh, I'm
without
moving,
boosted
blocking the 4 stars. It was
Also,
Yukong
a
and
brand
March, I
new
think?
4-star light
Wait, that's-
cone for the Path of Remembrance. The story's next
Is that
stage
not
is
who I
being
think it is?
added to the first
Bro,
half
I've watched
end.
enough Honkai 3rd
At the
trailers,
same
bro. Is that not who I think it
we'll
is?
also kick off a special warp event.
Trivy.
The limited 5-star characters, Treevy, Sunday, and Sparkle are coming back.
Wait, Sparkle's coming back?
5-star light cone.
What the hell? I manifested her.
Flower, a grounded ascent, and Earthly Escapade will return as well. In the second half of version 3.4, we've got another round of special warp
Blade,
Limited 5-star characters, Firefly,
Okay,
Jing
yep.
Liu, and Blade.
Blade
will
is
be
back, baby!
along with the
Blade
limited
Jing
5-star
Liu, the
Lycos. We're about
1.3?
to dream's
4?
rest.
Team is
Shall
back!
be my own sword and the
Blade is 1.2.
unreachable
Jing is
side.
what, 0.4? 0.3? She's 3 or 4.
Two of our newly buffed old friends are making a comeback in this version.
Although they are on,
Another
he is on
Kafka
standard
and
now. He
Silverwolf.
is.
Here's a
But-
little sneak peek. Limited 5-star characters, Kafka and Silver Wolf, will be back in version 3.5.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Limited
Kafka Silver
5-star
next patch.
Lycons,
Well,
Patience
2
is all
patches.
you need, and Incessant Rain will rerun as well.
Nice.
Also, 8 new 4-star Lycons will be added to the Nameless Honor Rewards in version 3.4.
Wait, that's good.
I see quite a few familiar faces on the light.
Wait, more Lycons
Or
is
a few
big.
mini versions of Chrysos Heirs.
Looks like Phainon really
Dude,
does enjoy
Ifo, bro.
spending his days in the wheat fields.
Wait, who the
Nature's mattress.
That's probably spoilers. I'm gonna
Can't beat that level of comfort.
I'm not gonna say.
For sure.
All right, let's take a quick break. There's still more version 3.4 content
I said IFA.
coming.
I meant Ika,
No
bro.
way.
You know what I meant? I was adventuring, you fake fan? Wait, really? Bro, there's multiple blonde characters. I didn't wanna like profile him off his hair color. Whatever, I can't find it.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Let's take
this
a
thing.
look at the events in this version.
Okay. Oh wait, this is the Candy Crush event, right? Wait, this one was actually fun. We PvP'd this one, I remember.
There are plenty of familiar faces among our opponents this time.
Oh, Argentine.
That's
Wait,
right.
Argentine and
Pro
Boot Hill?
users can still battle against
Sorry.
many
I'm
old
sorry.
friends.
There's another tentacle. Thank you.
The Planar Fissure and Realm of the
Okay.
Strange events will also return.
Double garbage, but I
Complete
actually
the
do need
challenges
better
to
plan.
get double rewards.
Yep.
Double garbage
In version
again.
3.4, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Cinders, will also come online.
Okay.
And you can obtain the Ascension material, Charred Bud of Twilight, for wind characters upon completing the challenge.
Okay.
At the same time, the planar ornaments,
Ooh.
Arcadia of Woven Dreams,
Wait, this
and
one's
Revelry
cool.
by the Sea will also come online.
I guess the sea one's cool too.
Trailblazers can obtain them in the Divergent
Oh, that's for the
universe.
Kokomi character.
Why did my seat collapse?
The annual Hoyo Fest Off-White exhibition will begin in July.
Okay.
This year's event venues have been completely upgraded, and the events will be held in core cities in 6 Southeast Asian countries.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay,
In
Bill's having
addition,
one event, but isn't there gonna be the
Honkai
Fate event?
Star Rail will be joining Anime Expo this
Oh, I think I'll be
July.
there. Well, not
Come
confirmed,
visit
but I think
the
I'll be
Star
there.
Rail booth and claim
Oh.
free limited gifts.
A special panel for Honkai Star Rail will also be
Okay.
held at Anime Expo,
Cool.
featuring several special guests.
Oh, eventually.
Call me presenter instead. That sounds nicer.
Well, presenter doesn't sound half bad.
As to what stories will unfold in this Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War, and
NPC?
who will
No,
forge a contact with who,
bro.
Trailblazers will have to find out in the game. Here's
Dumb.
a reminder that the Honkai Star
Isn't her
Rail
sword like
and
Excalibur?
Fate
Why does it have
Stay
no
Night
aura?
Unlimited Blade Works collaboration Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams, and the Holy Grail will officially start on July 11th. So keep an eye out
Lore
for it.
skipper?
Ah.
You guys say there's no English, but I'm not gonna open that can of worms.
That's right. It
I don't know what
retains the
happened.
nobility of
Oh, ice cream. Or is that a crepe? It's a crepe. With ice cream. It's an ice cream crepe?
いつでも出陣できます。騎士の魂よ。
I know she keeps her blade concealed and invisible. I've watched that much. I just don't know why it looked. Wait, what the fuck? That was kind of cool. Gene skill? I mean, that's pretty cool. That's also pretty cool.
Well, butter my fudge and call me a biscuit.
It's a shame
Oh,
that she's
looks
wind
like
destruction because
Pentagonian
she's
food is
competing with
very
top meta
much
characters
her
like Blade,
liking.
who's also
That's
getting a
right.
buff. But
Can't
outside of that,
fight
she
on an
looks
empty
cool.
stomach. Let's see how the King of Knights performs.
Yeah,
in
let me see the
battle.
King of Knights.
Saber is a wind character following the path of destruction. Saber will gain a certain
King, bro, I
amount of
told you,
core
King
resonance
Arthur. You
when
guys
she
question
enters
marked me.
battle. If she uses her technique in the overworld, Saber will obtain combat buffs and also
I don't know, I didn't
more
watch
core
Stay Night.
resonances after entering
I don't know.
battle. When she uses her basic attack, she can deal damage to a single enemy.
Okay.
The King of Knights is cautious as ever in this new world. I see she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill, Saber will deal damage to one designated enemy and its adjacent targets. If Saber has enough core resonance at that time, she'll consume core resonance to regenerate massive amounts of energy for herself and increase her skill's damage.
Ah. In other words, you need to accumulate as much core resonance as possible to increase the damage Saber deals.
Okay.
Exactly.
Are there any other ways to obtain core resonance?
By being
Yes,
selected.
there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber
Okay, well, that's
obtains
fine.
core resonance and increases her own damage dealt.
Behold, the
Whoa,
King
buff?
of Dice has dispelled invisible air, barrier of the Wind King around her sword, releasing high-pressure air in the
Bro, how
blink
is
of an eye
Trivia in
to
every
form
goddamn
strike
team?
air. Hammer of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and turn her basic attack into enhanced basic attack. Her
Okay.
enhanced basic attack
I mean, this is
can
cool.
damage all enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance. Also, during battle, if the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the
It's
amount
like
of
this
energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible,
You get
can
extra
use
turns.
Excalibur more frequently.
Dude, they're literally saying the more
That's
energy, the
right.
better you are.
Not
And instead of
only
putting like
does the
Ting Unit
sword
team,
bear
it's
the
still
key
fucking
of knight's
Trivy.
Past, present, and future.
Surely
It
she's
also
a lot better
represents
than
the
Ting
noble
Yun, right?
ideal that
Oh, seems like Archer cares about this Holy Grail war very much. He put on a new
Archer's
outfit
cool.
too.
He even changed where his accessories go. Those
Maybe
decorations he had
Fake
on his
Collab Part
chest
2
are
get
now on his
Big G?
shoulders.
Gilgamesh?
sharp eye.
Holy fuck, it's Trailblazer.
悪くない代物だ
Wait, this character's kind of cool, actually. Okay.
The bond of my soul. Unlimited. Blade works.
What the fuck is this guy's voice, bro?
He
He has a
uses
lot
his
of fucking
basic
weapons.
Attack, Archer can deal damage to one
Byakuya?
designated enemy.
An archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him that.
That's right. But Archer hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2 skill points to enter the circuit
Skill
connection
points!
state, dealing damage
We're back!
to one
No, we're not.
designated enemy. While in the
Maybe?
circuit connection state, Archer's turn will not end after he uses his skill, and he can continue to use his skill until he runs out of skill points.
Please, bro,
Heads
we
up.
have to be
The more
back.
times
We
you use
have
this
to be
skill
back.
consecutively, the more damage Archer deals to enemies. After all, everyone knows that a dual-wielding fighter who can't use their noble phantasm isn't a good archer. When using his ultimate, Archer will recite the classic chant to activate
The
unlimited
classic chant.
blade wax, dealing damage to one enemy.
Apart from damaging the
Sparkle
enemy,
is
Archer's
back!
ultimate
Maybe,
also
maybe,
grants him
probably.
special charge.
Probably she's back.
After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special
This
charge
guy's like
to use a
QQ, but
follow-up
without
attack
gambling.
against the enemy targets, while also
Mind's eye,
recovering 1
true.
skill point for the team.
Oh, in that case, there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
He just couldn't help himself and had to use his favorite twin blades.
When he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and obtain special charge.
And that's a wrap on Archer's introduction.
Wait, I'm actually hyped for this guy.
I have big news for everyone. From when the
Oh.
Collab event starts on July 11th
Wait,
and
what the
until
fuck?
the end of version 3.6, Trailblazers can log into the game to claim the
Oh,
limited 5-star
we knew this.
protection.
Look, man, I forget things. I don't know what I know and what I don't know because after a
With
week
the
I
servers
forget.
across the- Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free.
Oh, awesome!
Wait, what?
But let's keep our eyes on the present for now.
They said
I'm not
another
ready.
brand new limited 5-star for free.
Besides claiming Archer for free, Trailblazers can also directly obtain a set amount of character enhancement materials for Archer.
Wow, how thoughtful.
Hello? Okay, that one they didn't say before, bro.
This version's
I'm not
got a lot of
delusional.
characters.
Once the collab starts on July 11th,
That's cool.
Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the character collaboration warps Excalibur Excelsior and the Bone of My Sword to obtain the limited 5-star characters Saber and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone
Also cool.
collaboration warp, Trailblazers can get the limited 5-star Light Cone, A Thankless Coronation from Birth of a King, and the limited 5-star Light Cone, The Hell Where Ideals
Will be available
Burn
for a long time
from
after its
Red
launch.
Radiance of Fuyuki.
For a
In
long
addition,
time.
Pity counts are shared between the character collaboration warp
That's
banners
good.
and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners. These collab banners will run across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
They don't know when they're ending it. I guess till the next
One more
collab,
piece
probably.
of news for you all.
That's pretty good.
Throughout
That
the
might mean like a
entire
year?
duration
Question
of
mark?
version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special limited time discounts. After
Wait,
the
what?
collab
Spend a
event
total
starts,
oh,
when
200
trailblazers
passes
spend
is
a designated
insane.
number of Star Rail special passes, they can directly obtain the limited 5-star light cone, the hell where ideals burn.
Throughout all of version 3.4? In other words, after the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts, any Star Rail special passes
I
used
mean,
in the
I'll
banners for
take it,
Phainon
deal,
or other rerun
deal,
characters
I'll
will still
take
count
it.
toward the total, right?
Yep, that's correct.
That's pretty.
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。セーバー役のカスメヤコです。崩壊スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催ということで、私もとてもワクワクしています。この2つの作品にはどこか似ているものがあるなと感じました。剣を手に運命と立ち向かうセーバーの姿は、厳しい冒険の中でも前へと進み続ける開拓者の姿と似ているのではないかなと思いました。収録中はフェイトとスターレールの世界観が混ざり合い、新たな魅力が生まれていくのを感じました。あまり多くは話せないのですが、セイバーがスターレールの世界でどのように信念と理想を貫いていくのか、ぜひお楽しみください。このコラボがたくさんの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。星々と聖杯が交わる旅の中で、あなただけの熱い思いとロマンに出会いますように。
I know this is probably scripted, but that still felt wholesome.
開拓者よ、あなたが私のマスターか。
Damn, that's a fucking
これ
Fate
からマスター
reference.
になる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。フェイトステイナイトでアーチャーを担当しております声優の諏訪部純一です。崩壊スターレイルとフ
Dude,
ェイ
this
トステ
guy's
イナ
voice
イ
is
トアンリミテッ
insane.
ドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催となります。赤い九兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのが本当に楽しみです。おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際にアーチャーの戦闘シーン見せていただいたんですが、アンリミテッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。
Paid
いや
actor.
気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。今回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますので、絶対にプレイしてくださいね。
Wait, that guy's voice is sick. I mean, they both are, but
In order to showcase the Holy Grail War from multiple angles and levels, the organizers say that they've also prepared another combat-filled program, Fate Stay Night. It was a night with no wind
cool.
and no moon under the cool breeze of Penacony. The Trailblazer met the red-haired Lancer destined to cross their path. He stepped forward, raising his spear and uttered that iconic line.
The goddess of beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Oh, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
the genius Skrullum.
Rail can load
Can
the
he be
simulated
playable
data
already?
of
We have like
past
8
riders through
Herdas.
the
Notice, I
user's
like Herda. Notice
memories.
back. But can we get the fucking Skrullum?
Trailblazers will
And
face off
the
against
banana
many
professor, whatever his name
familiar
is,
and
can we get him too?
old friends. That wraps up today's Fate Collab update.
Presenter, your mission is complete.
It's all part of the job. Anything for the Trailblazers. So Trailblazers, my honored masters, let's meet again in version 3.4. See you there.
We
You
hope
better
you'll
have-
stay the night.
Bye-bye.
See you next time, guys.
Stay the
See you
night.
next time.
Bye.
Goodbye. What the fuck? Was he doing this? What the fuck? Yo, who made that? What the hell? Oops. Oh. Okay. I mean, that was good. Also, it was sponsored by Aglea. Where she didn't even... No comment. Sponsored by Aglea, but Trivi's in every team. Sorry. This is one of the patches that's like the best for me because they're buffing like 3 characters I like. And Silverwolf.